Hello and welcome to the Michigan versus Windsor hockey broadcast on WCBN Sports here on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. My name is Jake Singer and I'm here with Stevie McGregor. How are you doing this evening, Stevie?
Doing great. It's great to be back up here watching some Michigan hockey. Hopefully it'll be a great year. Unfortunately, last year fell just a little bit short in the Frozen Four, but looking reloaded, retooled, a lot of freshmen on this team. It'll be exciting to see.
There are a total of 12 new freshmen on this team this year for the Michigan hockey team, with many players going to the NHL from last year's team, like Owen Power. This team is trying to find their new identity. They have a new coach, they have a ton of new players, and they're really just trying to find their footing right now in this first exhibition game against Windsor.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the drama with Mel Pearson that led to his firing ultimately led to the new Michigan head coach, Brandon Naruto, stepping in, and so we'll see. This is first game under a new coach. I mean, obviously against a slightly inferior opponent against the Windsor Lancers, but we'll see.
So right now we're gearing up, and the puck has dropped. Michigan starts with possession here to open up the game against Windsor here in Yost Arena in Ann Arbor. Michigan has an early turnover where Windsor now maintains possession. Michigan maintains possession now, though, as they get another turnover and they clear the puck. Michigan will start with the puck on their own end here, working from left to right. And a quick shot by Windsor, and it is covered by Portillo, Michigan's goalie, to start the game. So, Stevie, as we look at here at Michigan's team, what can you tell me about Michigan starters?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we still have Eric Portillo in net, which is great to see if you're a Michigan Wolverines fan, because I mean, having that constant brick right in the net is just it's great for the Wolverines. He's been great these past couple of years, and may cover up some defensive deficiencies that we'll see if we have or not.
Gavin Brindley wins the puck drop from Michigan, the freshman center, but there is an icing called here on Michigan, so they will reset back in the circle in Michigan territory here. So, yeah, we got a lot of freshmen here. As we just said, Gavin Brindley just took the puck drop here from Michigan. They're actually going to start now on the left-hand side of the circle. And the puck is dropped, and Michigan has possession here. Moyles fighting for the puck right now. There's a lot of puck fighting right now going in on the right-hand side of Michigan's zone, but Michigan has the puck, and they're attempting to clear it right now.
Nice breakout pass there from Rucker McGordy. Another one of Michigan's first-round picks, as he is an incoming freshman picked in the first round by the Winnipeg Jets this year.
Gavin Brindley has the puck, but Windsor has possession now. And Michigan gets it right back. That is Nolan Moyle, graduate captain, forward. The little quick shot, but not much power on that, as Windsor gets to cover it up pretty nicely. But there is some fighting now going on over here. Now the refs go and break it up, but there's some really early action there.
Yeah, not something you expected to see in what's an exhibition game. I mean, I'm not sure who it was on Windsor,
that was Rucker McGrady.
Yeah, Rucker McGordy got torn down by his collar, and I don't know. There was a little chippiness here in the early going, just kind of trying to shake off some of those nerves, and it looks like we're going to have our first penalty too. As it looks like McNamara is going to go to the box for the Lancers, and that'll put Michigan on the first power play.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard for us to see exactly how that fight broke out, but it must have been something to get him a penalty, and Michigan will have its first power play of the game.
Yeah, I'm tending to think that it was the grab on McGordy that drew the penalty.
Quick shot there by Michigan, and he missed. Rebound shot and missed again. That was Adam Fantilli, the freshman. Samoskevich now maintains possession for Michigan. Samoskevich passes back. Samoskevich get the puck again. Quick shot here. And there is a little bit of passing and just a few shots there, but they are all misses by Michigan. That was Dylan Duke, the left wing for Michigan. But Michigan resets. Adam Fantilli brings the puck up. Samoskevich dumps it inside. But Windsor has the puck, and they clear it.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play there from Michigan. Generated a good good opportunity, but I mean, just unable to really get any actual shot going. They had some nice passing. Duke had it right on the doorstep, just unable to really get a good shot off.
Halem has the puck now, but he falls down for Michigan, but Samuskevich has the puck now going in from center ice into Windsor's zone. He dumps it inside for himself, and Michigan has the puck still, but Windsor gets it back, and they clear once again down to Portillo into Michigan zone. Portillo passes it now to Brindley on the left-hand side. Brindley passes it back, and it is being taken up now by Michigan. Hughes dumps it inside.
Yeah, and as many Michigan fans will notice, that is not Luke Hughes, that is TJ Hughes. Luke Hughes not dressed for tonight's game, along with another incoming freshman, Frank Nazar, another first-round draft pick for the Wolverines.
Windsor is now trying to fight for the puck behind their own net. Michigan's doing some stick fighting right now. And Casey has the puck now. Casey passes it to TJ Hughes. Back to Casey. Quick shot, and he just misses. Nice slap shot from the top of the zone there for Michigan. But Windsor gets the puck and sends it back down to Portillo.
Yeah, it looked like Carter Hallam might have actually gotten in the way of that Michigan shot, as he might have accidentally deflected it up and over the net. But not the best power play start for the Wolverines, but well, still early days here. I mean, only 3 minutes in, so.
So I know I'm saying a lot of new names for you Michigan folks out there. So Seamus Casey, another freshman out there with Adam Fantilli. You have Rutger McGregor, just 3 TJ Hughes as well as 4 freshmen we've already seen on the ice here early in the first period.
Yeah, and that's not even mentioned Jackson Hallam, Gavin Brindley, Luke Fantilli. I mean, we'll see a lot of new faces that hopefully the Michigan faithful will be able to get behind real fast.
Pearson now for Michigan sends it back into Windsor's zone. And Winder maintains possession here of the puck. Nice little move there by their left wing. But back to Pearson, the defenseman for Michigan. And he just misses LaPointe. But Moyle sends it back in so Michigan can substitute and get their new line out there.
Yeah, and so far Michigan not really been able to generate a lot of good opportunities, even on that power play. But I mean, so far Windsor's not really had anything, so got to be happy with the start if you're the Wolverines, even though it hasn't really resulted in a lot of great chances.
So now you have Windsor getting the puck back, trying to get into Michigan zone. Just a little too far for their right wing, but they still have the puck right now. Wrapped around in Michigan zone, and that is Holtz with the puck. Quick cross-ice pass there, but just out of his reach.
Yeah, unable to connect there with Dylan Duke. Tried to set him free down the left side, but just unable to connect.
Gavin Brindley now bringing the puck up, right-hand side of the ice. Tries to tap it in there to Moyle, but it's just a little far. But Michigan has possession and is flakes on the shot. That is Nolan Moyle, I believe, just flaked on the shot right there on the right-hand side of the zone. Seamus Casey misses the puck, and Windsor has possession. But Trisket gets it right back for Michigan.
Yeah, big hit there from Gavin Brindley.
I think that is a trip on Windsor. One of the Windsor players trips Samuskevich. And I think there will be another power play here for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, I believe that'll be
Spence.
Number 93, Holmes going to the box? Nope, sorry.
Nope, that is 20, Grant Spence forward.
Yeah, just a clumsy play there. Got caught with his stick in the wrong place. Never want to take a tripping penalty, especially when it's in the neutral zone like that, when Michigan really had no threat of getting any chance going. So
no, they were just trying to get some guys out there, and yes, you're right. It was a complete lack of judgment as Adam Fantilli takes the puck drop for Michigan in Michigan's own zone. Around Dylan Duke to Samuskevich. Samuskevich just misses. Trisket back to Samuskevich. Samuskevich has the puck, but he gives it up, but he gets it right back.
Yeah, they've seen a couple of those now where players have just fanned on the shot. They fanned on the shot, losing an edge, falling down. It's been a kind of a sloppy first little bit for Michigan so far.
Samoskevich takes another slap shot, but it hits off the Windsor player's ankle. Trisket whiffs, gets right back. Samoskevich now again, right-hand side. Tries to get inside, he gets inside, and he just misses again. There's probably 4 shots by Samoskevich. All very nice shots, but just missed the net.
Yeah, I mean, Samoskevich just forced his way in there, kind of carried the puck through 2 Windsor defenders.
Fantilli now just wide of the net.
Yeah, no, a good play there from Samoskevich to set that one up.
Trisket with his own slap shot, but he misses as well. Samoskevich gets the puck once again. This is a nice, a lot better of a power play opportunity here for Michigan. Duke has the puck now, right next to the goalie, and he misses. Back to Trisket outside. Trisket to Adam Fantilli, and he misses again. Fantilli gets his own rebound. Fantilli to Samoskevich, at the top of the zone. Samoskevich scores! Goal for Samoskevich, Mackie Samoskevich, the sophomore from Sandy Hook, Connecticut, gets the first goal of Michigan's early season. It won't count towards his actual statistics, but nice for Michigan to get on the board here in the first period.
Yeah, and there it is. I mean, Windsor was living dangerously with 2 tripping penalties in the first 7 minutes, and I mean, it came back to bite them eventually. Michigan looked, as you said, looked a lot better on that second power play. They were moving the puck a little more crisply, and they were able to generate a really good chance, and Samoskevich puts it away.
I mean, Samoskevich was all in that zone, that entire power play. He was taking plenty of shots, and you knew one of them had to have gone in.
Yeah, it looked like he was running quarterback on that power play.
The point now, setting him up, and it's a missed shot there by Pearson.
Oh, you don't see that every day. The goalie deflected it up onto the roof of his net, and now we got some more scrapping going on.
Yeah, some early scrapping going on between these teams, and you see a lot of these freshmen getting into these scrap matches.
I mean, hey, that's if you're a Wolverine supporter, you gotta like it. I mean, so far, I mean, and Brandon Naruto's gotta like it too. Those freshmen really showing that they're willing to get down and dirty, not afraid to fight for pucks, and even fight the other team a little bit too. So I mean, not something, especially in something in an exhibition game, you like to see a lot.
Marcus Stoppa now is going to take the puck from Michigan in the face-off. Here, Windsor zone once again, the left side of the zone, left circle here. And he loses the face-off, and it is quickly covered by the Windsor goalie, and we will go again. Currently, the announcer is announcing Mackie Samoskevich's goal. We got a nice crowd here at Children of Use tonight for this exhibition game.
Yeah, I mean, the student section definitely showed out. First weekend of the school year without a football game, and they gotta cheer on some Michigan team.
Windsor has the puck now, trying to generate some offense, but Holtz takes it right back from Michigan. Stoppa gives it right away, though, and it is dumped into Michigan zone. Portillo has the puck now, and he's swinging around to Draper.
Yeah, and that name will be familiar. Ooh, big hit there.
Big hit there on the point.
And it looks like we got a delayed penalty on McMullen for Windsor. And yeah, that'll be the third penalty. I think it's another trip on Windsor. Yeah, and as I was saying, that Draper name will be familiar to Red Wings fans, as that's Keenan Draper, the younger son of Kieran Draper, very well-esteemed Red Wings legend.
Philip Lapointe got absolutely blown up in his rear-view mirror, just did not see the Windsor player, and it's another penalty there for Windsor.
Yeah, and the refs are having a conference. It didn't look like a full trip. It kind of just looked like legs colliding, maybe.
But it was a pretty hard hit, and it made an impact and definitely caught the ref's eyes as they are reviewing the call. Let's see the call right here. They are under further review here. I'm assuming it's going to be, but McMillan is coming out of the box, so they're going to review the play. Do you think they're reviewing it for a minor versus a major, or if it's going to be a penalty at all?
I would have to assume if it's a penalty at all. I just don't like. We're watching it now on the big screen. I'm not really seeing much in that. I mean, yes, colliding of legs definitely took him out. Probably a tripping penalty, but I don't really see anything beyond that. I think they're probably just looking to see whether it was something that was just unintentional that collided, and whether it's actually a penalty at all.
So looking at this Windsor team, because I know we haven't really spoken much about them, they've already had 4 exhibition games, and they won all 4 of them, all against Canadian opponents here. So, they came into this game with a little bit more experience on the season than Michigan did. How do you think they're looking so far?
So far, they've just been super sloppy. I mean, for a team that's played 4 exhibition games.
Ooh. So the ref just came back, sorry to cut you off, Stevie, and they called it a 5-minute major penalty on McMillan of Windsor. So that'll be Michigan's 3rd power play of the game, and this time for 5 minutes here in the first period.
Yeah, and it was like game misconduct too. That's ref saw something that I'm not sure if that's the point of emphasis or something like that, but just kind of looked like a mid-ice collision where their legs got tangled up a little bit, but. Now, McMullen's unfortunately out for the game.
So, Windsor wins the faceoff and goes right to the goalie, and he just kind of whiffed on his clear. So Michigan has the puck now in Windsor's zone. Pass to Chikili, to Casey, back to Chikili. Cross ice now.
Yeah.
TJ Hughes, back to Casey. That's Seamus Casey, the freshman. Wrap around to Brindley, and Brindley misses. Brindley and Hughes are fighting for the puck. And they attempt to clear Windsor, and they successfully do, all the way down to Portillo.
Yeah, just got it up past the stick of Ciccolini, and now Seamus Casey will reset. Yeah, so, I mean, going back to us talking about Windsor earlier, for a team that has played 4 exhibition games, this has been a very sloppy start. I mean, and their coach cannot be happy about that. Because, I mean, can't come out of the gate against a Michigan team that is, well, made the Frozen Four last year and take two pretty dumb penalties and get one of your players kicked out in the first 10 minutes and expect to win.
Samoskevich now to Fantilli. Fantilli to Dylan Duke. Dylan Duke tries to pass it back out to Samoskevich, and he misses, but Trisket gets the puck again. Fantilli now bringing it into Windsor zone to Samoskevich. Samoskevich passes it back to Trisket. Trisket takes it up to center ice. Back to Samoskevich. Samoskevich with another shot, and he right to the goalie. Nice block there for the Windsor goalie.
Yeah, and it looked like he snuck it through the legs of Ennis there, but the goalie was able to see it well enough to get a stop and freeze the puck. So get a face-off for the Wolverine, an offensive zone face-off for the Wolverines.
That is Nathan Torchia in goal for Windsor. Last year went 4-3 with a .932 save percentage and had 2.22 goals allowed each game. So not too bad, but not that many games under his belt. He's already let one through today, but has made a few nice saves against this Michigan offense that's been just trying to attack and continue to put shots on goal here. As Granovich takes up for Michigan to Holtz. Tries to get into Hughes, but misses. Michigan still has the puck, though. As a pass it to Holt, and goal for Michigan!
What a one-timer there. As I believe that was Marcus Stop, or no, I believe actually that was
Steve Holtz.
Yeah, Steve Holtz on the goal.
The defenseman.
Yeah, you don't see hands like that from a defenseman very often. I mean, as Keenan Draper fed it all the way across ice, like a little saucer pass, and beautiful one-timer there from Steve Holtz.
Both goals now, just fantastic play. Michigan was all around Windsor zone. Again, just putting shots on net. Finally, Estapa had the puck on the right-hand side, pass it through the defense to the left-hand side, and Steve Holtz had the one-timer, open net goal. 2-0 Michigan against Windsor here.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll keep saying it. It just goes back to the Windsor taking penalties. I mean, you can't let Michigan be playing 5-on-4 in these type of games.
With another chance right here to Fantilli. Now to Holtz again. Holtz to cross center ice pass. That's to the point. Estapa now to LaPointe. To Holtz again, and he misses on the shot. Nice save there. Now, I am noticing that there are 2 Fantillis. This is Luca Fantilli that was just on the ice with his brother Adam Fantilli, who has been starting at center for Michigan.
Yeah, and I mean, just 2 more parts of the great Michigan recruiting class, bringing in so many freshmen, so many new faces.
Adam Fantilli now just won the face-off for Michigan to Samoskevich now on the right-hand side. Samoskevich tries to pass it in for McGregor, and he just misses. And Windsor clears to Portillo.
Yeah, Portillo hasn't had much to do in this game so far, as he came out there kind of casually, maybe looking a little bored after only having faced the 1 shot in the first minute.
Fantilli to McGregor. McGregor to Trisket. Trisket's trying to block the puck from going out of the zone, and it does go out of the zone, but Michigan and Samoskevich get the puck back. Dylan Duke now on the right-hand side, back to Samoskevich. Samoskevich is just circling around in Michigan's own zone, trying to find somebody. And he gives the puck up, and it goes right back to Portillo as Windsor just try to clear the puck again to get some more substitutions out on the ice.
Yeah, and Samoskevich is kind of being a little loose with the puck there, maybe trying a little too hard to make a play instead of just kind of passing it off or cycling it and looking for a better zone entry.
Dylan Duke now, dumping it in for Samoskevich. Samoskevich tries to find McGregor, and he just misses. Windsor with the ice. Windsor has a 2-on-1 opportunity here, and they call the whistle. I think they're going to call an offsides here on Windsor. They had a 2-on-1 opportunity against Michigan, but the whistle blows, and they will call an offsides penalty on Windsor, and they will go back out of the zone and face off.
Yeah, just again, another simple mistake there. I mean, there's nothing that Michigan did on that play to really force them into an offsides play. There's just a simple 2-on-1, and they just didn't get their skates right, which has been a common theme so far early in this game.
TJ Hughes wins the face-off. Seamus Casey has the puck now behind Portillo in the net. Seeing his options as he comes now out to Brindley of Michigan. Brindley takes it inside Windsor zone. Brindley to TJ Hughes. TJ Hughes on the shot, and he misses. And Windsor clears again. Portillo now gives it to Seamus Casey, the freshman. Behind his own net once again, taking it out now for Michigan. Seamus Casey loses the puck for a second, but gathers it back. Michigan takes his own zone. Michigan tries another shot on net and just misses with a bouncing puck. It was a nice save there again by the Windsor goalie.
Yeah, it looks like Ciccolini was trying to get in there. Got a shot that was deflected off of a Windsor defender in front, and then it was just kind of floating up there.
Now Mason Cohn, the captain of Windsor, tried to get a shot on net there, but missed wide.
Yeah, Mason Cohn was their team MVP last year. Ooh.
Oh, another shot, and I believe Michigan misses. The goal comes out, but there was another opportunity there for Michigan. I want to say that was Jackson Halem.
Yeah, that
was a wraparound.
Great opportunity there on the doorstep. A nice tic-tac-toe between TJ Hughes, Jake Harrinan, and Jackson Hallam. I mean, tic-tac-toe right up to the goal front. And it looks like we have another penalty.
Mason Cohn, the captain of Windsor, is now in the penalty box. I think there was a slashing penalty called on him when Jackson Halem went for the wraparound goal there. That explains why he missed, because he had a very good shot there on net.
Or at least that's what we'll say. That's the reason we'll say.
Of course. So now we have 2 men in the penalty box for Windsor. Michigan has a 5-on-3 opportunity here. Michigan with a slap shot, and he just whiffs. Hughes has a puck to Holtz. Top to the top of the zone. Back to Fantilli. With another shot, and there's a goal from Michigan! That is number 94, Mark Estapa, with a slap shot goal to make it 3-0 Michigan over Windsor here in the first period.
Yeah, and he just snuck that one in there. That was from a very tight angle. The goalie looked like he had it covered, but Estapa with pinpoint accuracy there, just placing it into that top corner. I mean, you can't hit a shot better than that. Off the one time, the goalie's moving over there. Looked like he had it covered, but unfortunately for Torchia, unable to come up with the save as that one just trickles in.
3-0 Michigan. 12 shots on goal against 2 for Windsor. just in the first period alone, this has been a very dominant effort by the Michigan Wolverines here in their first and only exhibition game of the 2022-2023 season, as Michigan has the puck once again here. Pearson, top of the zone.
Yeah, and so far, it seems like we're 13 minutes in now, and it seems like there's only been 1 or 2 minutes of 5-on-5 play, which has got to be disappointing here for Windsor.
Michigan's bringing the puck up. We got 6:37 here in the first period. 3-0 Michigan. Windsor finally gets out of the penalty box, so we're back to 5-on-5 play here. Windsor has a chance, but gets broken up by Michigan.
Yeah, great play there by Jake Harrinan, as it looked like the Lancers might be through on goal with Pataki.
And Fantilli with the puck, and Samoskevich right in front of the goal, and he scores again! Goal for Mackie Samoskevich, his second of the game, second of the period. 4-0 Michigan, 6:10 left in the first period.
Yeah, and then just a great play. Coming down in transition, great play there. I'm not sure if Samoskevich is going to get credit for the goal or if it's going to be Dylan Duke.
I think they're going to give the goal to Dylan Duke. Samoskevich came inside into the zone, tried to poke it in, and Dylan Duke gets the rebound, and they're going to give the goal to Dylan Duke here. 4-0 Michigan in the first period.
Yeah, it just came off of the top of the goalie's shoulder, it looked like, and then floated right down, right on that goal crease for Dylan Duke. Doesn't get much easier than that one.
Everyone's getting involved now. They're calling an icing now of Michigan. Got a stoppage and play finally with 5:58 here in the first period. So 4-0 Michigan. We're seeing everyone getting goals. Nice teamwork so far. If you were the Michigan coaching staff, how do you think you're going to play this for the rest of the game, having such early success?
I think you just got to keep doing what you're doing. Obviously it's probably at least a little bit unrealistic to think that we're going to be on the power play for this long. With the 5-minute major and then 3 other minors. But, early days, you got to love what you're seeing so far because, you can't really control what the other team does. And so far, Michigan's been capitalizing on the chances that Windsor's been giving them. So far, I think just stay the course and maybe get some of these new guys some more ice time. Just kind of try to get them acclimated to the college game a little bit more.
Yeah, well, Dylan Duke there on the goal, and there was a big story this offseason with him. He went with skating expert Tracy Tootin and really tried to focus on his energy efficiently and trying to rework his shot. And Duke, was trying to work on his shot because although he was on such a powerful team last year, he didn't get as many opportunities as he probably would have liked. And right there, as you see in the first period of the first game back, he finds the net and gets on the board early in the season.
Yeah, and as we alluded to earlier, with so many players leaving, for Michigan to get to that same level that they were at last year, that's going to take guys like Dylan Duke taking that next step and becoming that leader that people like Ken Johnson, Owen Power were last year. So, it's great to see Dylan Duke and guys like Mackie Samoskevich starting off early, getting that goal tally opened.
Michigan has the puck now in Windsor's territory once again. That's Gavin Brindley. Gavin Brindley passes in now to Cole. Brindley has the puck once again. Tries to get it outside to Luca Fantilli, but turns it over, and Windsor has the puck now. Looks like an offside possibly, but they don't call it, as Brindley tries to fight for the puck again and gets it back for Michigan now. Yeah,
and so far I've been loving the physical play here from the Wolverines, as it looks like basically every time that the Windsor Lancers are getting into the offensive zone, they're putting a body on them. So
Windsor with
so far.
with a shot, it gets hits off Portillo's left guard. Pearson now for Michigan to TJ Hughes, trying to fight for the puck there, and Luca Fantilli has the puck now. Michigan has the puck going up the left-hand side. Michigan tries to get into Windsor zone. Tries cross-ice pass to Pearson, back at the top of the zone. Another shot on goal for Michigan. Just wide for TJ Hughes, but Pearson has the puck once again. Pearson tries to get a deflection, misses again, and they clear it. Windsor clears it out of Michigan zone, and Pearson for Michigan is trying to reset the puck again.
Yeah, and just more consistent pressure here from the Wolverines. So far, Brandon Naruto's got to be overjoyed with how the Wolverines have come out and played, and played in this game, even though it is an exhibition.
Halem now bringing inside to Windsor zone for Michigan. Windsor tries to clear it and does not, as Kiernan of Michigan tries to get inside, and there's a shot on goal for Ciccolini, but it was glove saved by the Windsor goalie.
Yeah, nice play there by the goalie, Tochico, as he came out and made a nice glove save. It was a nice shot there from Ciccolini, trying to find that top near side corner.
And Nathan Torchia has been, has 11 saves. He has allowed 4 goals, but he's still making some pretty good saves. This game could be 7-0 very easily if it wasn't for some of his really nice saves so far.
Yeah. And it's just been a lot of pressure from the Wolverines. Most of the rest of the team hasn't been able to cope with it, and so far, Torchia's done his part, but has not really been able to keep them in the game.
Quick shot right there from Michigan, but he just missed it. Goes off of Torchia's left blocker. That is, I think Mark Estapa. Actually, no, that was LaPointe with the shot there. Shot on goal. Mark Estapa tries to apply some pressure, and it works as Triscuit from Michigan, the defenseman, has the puck in their own zone to LaPointe. Back to Triscuit now. Michigan's trying to bring it in to Windsor zone once again.
And one thing that's been interesting so far is how deep these D-men for Michigan are pinching in. As we saw Jacob Truscott just go all the way down to the behind the red line, behind the goal line for Windsor. Nice defensive play there by Dylan Duke, trying to poke the puck free there. But Windsor has the puck in their own zone now. Dylan Duke's trying to provide some pressure. Windsor's bringing the puck up. They try to fire it in there just to get a race for the puck, and Triscuit's there for Michigan to Adam Fantilli. To Samoskevich now for Michigan as they're bringing it back into Windsor zone once again. Samoskevich now on the left-hand side, bringing it to Adam Fantilli. About 2:47 left here in the first period. 4-0 Michigan. Dumped into Windsor zone once again, right-hand side. As Dylan Duke has the puck, and Windsor has the puck once again. Windsor doesn't really do much with it, though. Right back to Portillo. But they get the puck back, and they're trying to make something work. But Luca Fantilli with the puck to Samoskevich, and Michigan will have an offensive chance once again now. Adam Fantilli bringing it to his brother, Luca Fantilli. And Luca Fantilli passes it back out to Pearson, the defenseman, so they can just reset a little bit. Pearson whiffs, gives it back to Windsor. Windsor with a shot. Windsor just wide. Top right-hand corner of the goal. Rucker McGregor has a really nice poke check. Yeah, and just a little lackadaisical there from Pearson as he was trying to break the defensive zone, just kind of give the puck away to Windsor, but no harm came of it, luckily for the Wolverines.
Pearson tries to clear it, and Whale of Windsor has the puck now. Tries to pass it inside, but that was a nice defensive stop there by Pearson. They're going to call offsides on Windsor, I believe.
Yeah, as Cohn just trying to get there a little bit early. He was their team MVP last year, as he showed up with 6 goals and 14 assists in 16 games for Windsor last year.
Brintley wins the face-off for Michigan. Got 1:30 left here in the first period. 4-0 Michigan. 16 shots to 3 shots. Michigan's favored over Windsor right now. It's been a complete dominant affair in the first period. As Kiernan passes it to Rutger McGregor. Tries to pass it to Brinley now. Right-hand side. Michigan's bringing it into their own zone, and Moyle with the shot. And just wide. Fantilli now to Moyle. Michigan keeps it in Windsor zone as they're doing a substitution here. We got 1 minute left here in the first period. Quick shot, opportunity, and he just misses. That was TJ Hughes with the shot. So he just didn't get the full puck around his stick. Holmes now of Windsor has the puck. Dumps it inside. But Michigan's right there. That is Triscuit. Triscuit to Rutger. Rutger to Ciccolini. Ciccolini trying to get to Hughes. And Windsor has the puck once again. Windsor's a 1-on-1 opportunity. Tries to wrap around. And he's just trying to reset. Tries to get inside to his own guy. And he misses. Another shot on goal there for number 55 of Windsor.
Yeah, it looked like Windsor was trying to get in there, but nice defensive play there from Truscott to snuff out that chance and really stop any momentum for the Lancers.
Will Ennis of Windsor try to get inside, but TJ Hughes makes a nice stop, and that will be it for period number 1 for the Michigan Wolverines. 4-0 Michigan over the Windsor Lancers here in period number 1. What have you thought of the first period so far?
I mean, just been dominant for here from the Wolverines, making life very easy for Eric Portillo, which is always something you love to see. I mean, the stats tell the story. I mean, the Wolverines have 17 shots to Windsor's 3, and 4 goals to Windsor's 3 shots. So it's just been utter domination, and I mean, Windsor looked to regroup in the second half. They started to get a little momentum going when they were actually able to play consistent 5-on-5 time, but it's just going to look to be more of the same for the Wolverines, as they just kind of look to keep the pressure on and really tune up for the regular season.
There were a lot of questions going into the season, of course, as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Mel Pearson, the former coach of Michigan hockey, let go because of just stuff that's happened to him personally, and there's been a lot of investigations into him in the last few years. So you have Brandon Naruto, who was an assistant coach on last year's team, interim head coach this season, and so far this team's come out swinging. And of course, there were questions with him being a coach, but there were also questions with how this team was going to look, because as we also said, there were a lot of players that left for the draft, left for the NHL, and this team is very new. They're very young, they're very new, and so far they're playing well.
Yeah, and playing without 2 of their best players, which is always something that you like to see when you can come out and dominate the first period like they did without probably a Hobie Baker candidate and Luke Hughes. So I mean, it's just been great first period here for the Wolverines.
What's one player that's really stood out to you so far this first period?
So far, Mackie Samoskevich he's looked very confident on the puck. I've really liked what I've seen from him so far. He's been kind of controlling that power play a bit, and he's been doing great work out there for the Wolverines.
He's been fantastic. I mean, the sophomore, he was getting some playing time last year, but of course was not as high up on the line because of all the players that were ahead of him. So he's really taking advantage of opportunity. I think for me, I've been very impressed with center freshman Adam Fantilli. He has been playing so well. He was given preseason Big Ten honors, so of course there was a lot of high hopes for this guy. A lot of the freshmen there were a lot of high hopes for, but especially Adam Fantilli, and he has really stepped up to the plate. He's winning faceoffs left and right, passing the puck, to all the guys, spreading the floor, and he's doing a really good job, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, so far I don't really think there's been a Wolverine that's had a bad period so far. So I think it's been just been nothing but good things for the Wolverines so far.
Well, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be right back with you guys. We're actually going to take a 10-minute break, so please stick around. We'll be back with the second period in 10 minutes. You're listening to WCBN Sports, Michigan Hockey.
Hello and welcome back to WCBN's coverage of Michigan hockey as we go into the second period of Michigan's first exhibition game of the year against the Windsor Lancers. I'm joined by Jake here, and Jake, what have we seen so far in this first period?
Pure domination. That is what we've seen by the Michigan Wolverines. They're winning 4-0 right now against Windsor. Everyone's working. They've gotten all 4 lines in. You have 12 freshmen who have all seen the ice. You are really getting a full team experience here for a new coach and a new team in a game that, of course, is an exhibition game. But this will tell a lot about how this Michigan Wolverines ice hockey team will play this season. And so far, they've come out swinging.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I mean, it's just been from start to finish. I mean, obviously, those early penalties definitely killed any momentum that Windsor was building. But, I mean, Michigan just has not stopped putting on the pressure. I mean, once we got into the offensive zone, it kind of seems like we haven't come out. So it's been very good here for the Wolverines, and they'll look to continue it in this second period.
You know, the biggest thing I've also noticed is Windsor, 5 penalties. Michigan, 0. And when you have time in the box and you're giving a team like Michigan, who's already on paper outmatching you as a team, and you're giving them 5-on-4, 5-on-3 opportunities, Michigan's taking full advantage. We said in the first power play, Michigan looked a little sloppy. They weren't running the right sets. But after that first power play opportunity, they really honed in. And now the last 3 power plays, they've scored goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even with some of the plays that haven't resulted in goals. I mean, some of Michigan's best passing plays that have led to chances right on the doorstep haven't resulted in goals, but, I mean, it's just been more evidence to the Wolverines clicking on the power play and so far just being utterly dominant on the ice.
This period, I'm really just trying to look to see if they can continue to score 1 or 2 more goals here in the second period. I think would be a really good defining factor for this Michigan Wolverines team. And just to see if they can stay out of the penalty box, I think will also bode well for the Michigan Wolverines team here in the second period.
Yeah, and now we have puck drop for the second period as the Wolverines and Dylan Duke chases it down into the corner, but the Windsor's able to retrieve it as we see Duke on the forecheck, and puck picked up by Adam Fantilli as he sent a misplaced pass, and the Lancers are able to collect. And we see Dobrich passing the puck up and down in the snapshot out in front by number 17, as Windsor, as Eric Portillo able to make the save. As we see Truscott carrying the puck as he plays it to Semiskevich, just slap it up the boards and try to relieve that pressure. That was a really good early chance for the Lancers in the second period.
Lancers had no chances in the first period. Again, 4 total shots, and here in the second period, they've come out with a little bit more firepower, a little more aggressiveness, and just trying to pose some offensive firepower early. But Michigan handled it well, and they got the puck right back and got it back into Windsor zone.
Yeah, and a shot there from Rucker McGordy deflected by Nolan Moyle, and as Moyle was trying to get out of the way of the puck, he slid into the Windsor net and dislodged it, so we'll have a face-off out near center ice. But, definitely a much better start here for the second period for Windsor. As we see the face-off between Brindley, as Windsor controls it, they look to play it up the boards. As now it's picked up by McGordy. As you see, he fans on a pass and kind of gets it lost in his skates. He's able to collect. Played out to Brindley. He passes it up to Nolan Moyle, and he will carry down into the offensive zone, play it around the boards to Steve Holtz, and he'll wrap it back around to Moyle as he passes it back to Luca Fantilli. He takes a shot. Ooh, that one got through a lot of bodies. Looked like Torchia saw it late, but he was able to knock it away with his blocker.
Nice shot there by Luca Fantilli there. It's the freshman. Might have another chance right here again, but just taking the chances early. Again, it's an exhibition game. I mean, you're welcome to fire away. I'm assuming Naruto's telling them, and they really are. They're really trying to get all the scoring chances they can. Yeah,
and Fantilli a little loose there with the puck as Holmes was able to pick it off and take it down for the Lancers as he plays it back to Gardner, and he takes a shot, but that's blocked by Ciccolini. And now we see Brindley now controlling the puck in the offensive zone, or the defensive zones rather, as Steve Holtz will just dump it in And that goes around the boards and now fought for by Ciccolini. And now TJ Hughes there to pick it up as Ciccolini collects the puck and sent right out in front, deflected off the blocker. And now Windsor able to collect and try to break this Michigan press.
Kiernan right there with the shot. The first really big chance for the second period there for Michigan. I haven't really generated much offense up to this point. That was a really nice shot, really nice rebound. Of course, he missed, but that said, you just got to keep firing because these shots have been going in so far this game.
Yeah, no doubt. As it's been a constant theme so far that Michigan players like a little indecisive on the puck, kind of losing the puck a little bit, and also losing some edges. I've seen multiple players now, as Jackson Hallam slipped up a few moments ago, just losing an edge. It's been kind of interesting to see, just kind of getting their legs underneath them. As we see Granowitz coming right in as he tries a wraparound. Oh, great save there from Torchia as gets out to Seamus Casey. Another good save by Torchia. Great.
Estapa had a really nice rebound opportunity there right in front of the net. Just missed, but again, just 3 shots on goal right there. Another offensive possession for Michigan. They can continue to do that. One will find the back of the net like it did in the first period.
Yeah, I mean, just continued sustained pressure, and I mean, it's what worked for the Wolverines in the first period, and it looks like it'll continue to work for the Wolverines as Torchia's. So far in the second period, he's made some really nice saves to keep the Wolverines from making it 5-0. As we see the puck battle for behind the Windsor net as Granowitz and Estapa try to get it away from the Windsor defenders. As we see Druskins pinching in as Windsor will be able to collect as Michigan gets a line change. And they send it up. And they send it down back to Eric Portillo. He'll play it around the boards. And Adam Fantilli able to pick up the puck as he carries it across center ice. And he looks to deke by the Windsor defender, but not able to, as we got a breakout pass and a one-on-one with Patas. As Portillo makes a really nice stick save there as he deflects it up into the netting, and I believe
Brady Pataki.
But yeah, Brady Pataki with
Brady Pataki there with a really nice shooting opportunity. Tries to get the top left corner there over Portillo. Portillo had a really nice block there, but again, Windsor had not had any opportunities in the first period, and now we're seeing 2-3 opportunities in the first 5 minutes of the second period, which is just going to show when they went into the locker room, their coach probably settled them down and said, just keep shooting the puck here. One will find in the back of the net, and if they continue to do that, who knows what happens. But so far, good defense also by Portillo as well.
Yeah, I mean, and it's great to have Portillo back in net because, I mean, the Wolverines have given up a few quality chances in this second period as we will see another face-off here in the defensive zone for the Wolverines, as it's going to be Adam Fantilli and Cone for the Lancers. And it looks like he's getting a little talking to from the ref, but Cone able to win the draw. Cone, the captain for the Lancers, as she misplayed there, and Dylan Duke able to take it. And as it looks like Dylan Duke will actually be ruled offsides, as Mikey Samaskevich was carrying it into the offensive zone. But we will have a face-off right outside the Lancers zone, as there's 15-16 left in this second period. The Wolverines still leading 4-0.
Got a lot of freshmen out here now in this next line. You got Rucker McGrady, you got Brindley out there again, just guys who've gotten a lot of puck time here the first 2 periods and trying to see what they're made of.
Yeah, I mean, and for a lot of these freshmen, it's prove it time. I mean, a lot of these freshmen that maybe aren't like super heralded, like McGordy is super heralded, but for some of these like a little less heralded freshmen, as we see Brindley with the chance out, is wraparound, great save there by Torchia, as we see Windsor trying to clear it, but they're unable to, as Nolan Moyle has a chance right in front of net. Oh, and Rucker McGordy fanned on the shot as Moyle fed it to him right out in front. Had a wide open net.
I've never seen a better chance this game than Rucker McGrady just had, and he just
Nolan Moyle, tried the behind the back pass, and it looks like we will have yet another Windsor penalty, as it looks like we got
number 91 here.
Number 91.
Brady Hines for Windsor, back in the box. But as we were just saying, there's a wide open chance for Rucker McGrady. There was a really nice play by Moyle to find him, and he just whiffed. But again, there are opportunities there for this Michigan team. If they can continue to find these opportunities, pass the puck, but also get these deflections, rebound opportunities, one will find the back of the net, like we saw 4 go in the first period.
Yeah, and I mean, so far there's been some opportunities for the Wolverines, but nothing really great as the Wolverines control the offensive zone faceoff as Fantilli spins around as he looks for somebody to play the puck to. He plays it to Dylan Duke. Mackie Samoskevich with the one-time shot off the feed from Duke, and that rattles around the board and down and out of the zone as Truscott will carry it up past center ice. Lays it off to Samoskevich, and that pass is deflected, and now we'll have a race for the puck with Stefano and Samoskevich as Samoskevich collects, and he's able to skate it around. Samoskevich is just looked very fluid on the puck as he carries it coast to coast.
He's a speedster out there. Looks like he can outskate anybody on this ice, it looks like right now.
Yeah, he's just been flying around as Truscott now holds it. Adam Fantilli, he takes a shot. Looked like it was going wide, but Torchia made sure with a blocker save as Truscott has it at the top of the point, passes to Samoskevich, and a shot deflected. Dylan Duke on the redirect. Great shot pass, I guess, from Mackie Samoskevich out in front. Played it perfectly to Dylan Duke. He hit that redirect like a bumper right over the right pad, of Torchia, and that makes it 5-0 for the Wolverines.
Dylan Duke, second goal of the game, both on deflection shots. He's camping out right next to Torchia in the net of Windsor, and both times he was able to redirect the pass, get the rebound, and poke it in for the goal. 5-0 Michigan. Fantastic work by Dylan Duke out here.
Yeah. Oh, as we see Pearson coming off the faceoff, his stick breaks immediately. That's not what you like to see, but nonetheless, Jackson Hallam carrying it up as we see a snapshot just go a little high for the Wolverines. As we see that puck is deflected out of the offensive zone as 3 Wolverines battling for it. And now Windsor will carry it up, send it down into the zone as we see Portillo kind of got caught up there with a forechecking Lancer as we see Ciccolini losing the edge but still able to deke by his defender. Now it's passed back to Luca Fantilli, and now over to Steve Holtz. Nice shot there, but deflected away, and TJ Hughes able to carry the puck right behind the net as he tries to wrap it around right in front to Ciccolini, but unable to connect on that pass, and it'll go out to center ice for the Wolverines.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Both Luca Fantilli and Ciccolini both tried to go for the puck, and both didn't come up with it. It was Windsor now has the puck, but they sent it into Michigan zone, and will probably be an icing.
Yeah, they tried the stretch pass there for Pataki, but unable to find it, and it was not called icing. As Nick Granowicz right out in front as he deked by the Lancer defense, and that will be frozen and held by Torchia for an offensive zone faceoff for the Wolverines. And Jake, how do you think the Wolverines have fared so far in the second period?
Well, as I said, they needed to get that goal, and Dylan Duke was right there, poked it in. 5-0 Michigan now at 12:23 in the second period. But again, it's still not been as exciting as the first period was, and I know, of course, we're probably a little closed-minded because they scored 4 goals in the first period, and only scoring 1 is a little boring for us. But so far, they haven't been hitting all their passes. They haven't been getting
a chance right out in front, and that will be number 47 Cohn on the goal as we see the Lancers getting a breakout opportunity as he was able to slot that past Eric Portillo into that top right corner. And as we were talking about, this is a boring game. 5-1 now Michigan. We were saying that was Cohn on the goal, their captain of the year. He had 20 points last year, 14 assists, 6 goals. So he is one of their premier scorers out here, and he is showing why he is team captain with that first goal for Windsor. Yeah, there's a beautiful feed in there, and just great one-on-one move there. Just beat Portillo to his glove side and makes it a 5-1 game.
Mason Cohn, one of the only players not from Canada on this Windsor team, from Hollywood, Florida, actually. So who knew they had hockey all the way down there in Florida? But he looks fantastic, and he had the goal, and that was really big for Windsor trying to get back in this game. A 5-0 hole is a really steep climb, but making it 5-1 is telling his team that, hey, we have a chance in this game. We can score on Portillo. Let's keep at it.
Yeah, and I mean, even better news for Windsor as it looked like also Keaton Pearson took a penalty on that play, and as they were still able to score, so they will be on the power play for 2 minutes as well. So the
penalty must have been after the goal then.
I believe it was like as the goal was going on.
But then I don't know. We have to wait for their announcement, but you're right. Windsor has its first power play of the game here, so they have another opportunity to try to score.
Yeah. As we see Windsor working it around down low for Pataki as he plays it down as it's been rifled around. As you see a slap shot from Cohen. Nice block there from Jacob Truscott as the Wolverines are able to send that one down the ice. Really nice play there defensive play there from Truscott.
Flying stick defensive play from Truscott. I don't know whose stick that was. I think it was a Windsor player, but someone's stick got thrown in there and were forced to clear for Michigan.
Yeah, as we see Windsor controlling it in the offensive zone once again, as they're just kind of being a little methodical on this power play. Haven't really gotten anything going. Is a deflection right out in front. I believe that was Dorsey deflected a McNamara shot right on the doorstep, but Portillo thankful that it just went right into his belly.
Yeah, it appeared that Portillo actually had no idea where that puck was. He just tried to block it with his chest and stick his legs together, but he was looking behind him as if the puck went through him. But luckily for him, and I think he's very thankful that he made that save, and it's still 5-1 Michigan here with 11 minutes in the second period.
Yeah, he just kind of looked like that deflection kind of caught him off guard a little bit, but I mean, he made the save nonetheless, so he'll take it either way. As we see an defensive zone win there for the Wolverines, as Karenin will send it all the way down the ice, and Adam Fantilli fighting for it down in the offensive end. As we see McNamara able to control it for Windsor as he carries the puck up, as he places a pass back to Feder that was a little misplaced, as they will reset and recycle as Dorsey for the Lancers miscontrols a puck, and Karenin sends it down once again. Now only 5 seconds left on the power play, as it looks like this one will fizzle out for Windsor, unfortunately for them, as Keaton Pearson is out of the box and the Wolverines are back to full strength.
Again, really nice penalty kill there. Gave up the goal right in the penalty box, and they did a really nice job controlling the puck, getting the puck all the way down to Windsor's zone, and now they have the puck trying with a scoring opportunity right at the end of the power play for Windsor. Yeah,
as we see Karenin passing it back to LaPointe, up at the point as he sends a shot in through a bunch of bodies. That one goes out to Fantilli and is played around to Karenin, right up to LaPointe as he's in the slot. Good shooting opportunity, couple shots coming in, but Torchia able up to the challenge as we see a shot there from Fantilli blocked, as now the puck is out to center ice and Karenin will dump it back in for the Wolverines as LaPointe goes down below, as Granowicz sends one out in front to Hallam as he leaves it for Fantilli, and he's looking for an option, finds Steve Holtz, and he takes a shot, gets deflected a little bit as, Torchia was a little unsure of that, kind of knocked it away to his player, as Steve Holtz was able to keep that in the zone for the offensive zone for the Wolverines.
Granowicz and Halen both had really good opportunities on the deflection, which is a nice hit stick right there by Draper. But both Granowicz and Halen had really nice deflection opportunities. Both missed, but again, just more opportunities right here for Michigan again.
And a great pass there from Hughes, just unable to connect with Draper, as it was a kind of an odd man rush, which is something you don't really see when the Wolverines were controlling the puck in their offensive zone. As we see a battle for the boards along the Michigan defensive zone as Luca Fantilli picks it up and plays it down. TJ Hughes did not get a touch, so that will be a Michigan icing, and the faceoff will come back to the defensive zone for the Wolverines.
Yeah, so again, so far, one goal at each team here in the second period. So we have 8:21 in the second period. But again, We're seeing great teamwork by Michigan, but Windsor is kind of showing some life here in the second period. They're being a little bit more aggressive. They're in Michigan's zone. They've already had 6 shots in the second period alone. So you're seeing a little bit more fight out of this Windsor Lacers team that you hadn't seen in the first period.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely looked a lot better as we see a goalie change here for the Wolverines. And I believe also a goalie change for Windsor as Lund Cornish comes in for the Lancers, and it looks like Noah West will come in for the Wolverines.
Yes, you got complete goalie changes on both teams, so probably both teams had the point where at a period and a half mark they will change goalies, and now we have backup goalies in both teams, so maybe we'll see some more scoring or we'll see some more cool blocks by the goaltenders.
Hopefully, as that shot is deflected up into the netting, and that will be another defensive zone faceoff for the Wolverines.
Noah West last year for Michigan went 9-7 with a .264 goal average and a .9168 percentage for Michigan. So he has his fair share of games in there. He's seen some action. He's trying to, hold down the fort for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, he's a little more on the experience side. He's a junior, but it is good to get him some game time in case anything were to happen to Eric Portillo. Of course, don't want that to happen, but good to have an experienced backup, and especially with how much Michigan rode Portillo last year, they might be looking to maybe give him a few more off days this year, sprinkle in Noah West a little bit more. So if he can show something here, he might get that opportunity, and let Portillo maybe just get a few rest games in there. But we shall see.
Stevie, I've been very impressed so far with the poise this Michigan team has brought. We had no idea if they were going to be lacking in some area, were they going to be a little out of control, passes not hitting their guys. But so far, we've seen a very consistent play. We said in the first period we didn't think a single player had a bad period, and so far to this point, too, Michigan only has 1 penalty. They killed that penalty. So far, so good right now for the Michigan Wolverines as they're leading 5-1.
Yeah, and as with that penalty, I mean, it came right with the goal, too. So, I mean, that was one of those times where maybe they're a little unsure with themselves. They can kind of let it spiral, but they were able to control that penalty. Didn't allow a shot on net during that power play. So, very, very good there from the Wolverines. As we see Truscott playing it back to Seamus Casey in the defensive zone as he looks to break out to Rutger McGorty as he stick handles a little bit, passes it off to Nolan Moyle, and he gets his stick lifted. And Windsor battling for the puck as we see it flashed out to center ice as West will get his first chance to play the puck. He plays it up to Rutger McGorty as Nolan Moyle kind of all left alone on that far side, but unable to do much with it. As Seamus Casey plays it back to Truscott as Gavin Brindley with a shot as there is I believe that is Gavin Brindley as we had a shot ricochet off the boards and come right into his path on the doorstep.
That is Seamus Casey, I believe,
Casey,
with the goal. Yeah. Fantastic goal by Seamus Casey with another deflection shot. There's a slap shot right there by Gavin Brindley. Got deflected, and Seamus Casey was sitting right there on the right side of the net and poked it right in for Michigan's 6th goal of the game here, up 6-1 with 7:14 left in the second period.
Yeah, that was just kind of an awkward one for the goalie because it deflected around the post and off the backboards and right into the path of Seamus Casey as he was on the doorstep and able to just tap that in. Not the best start for Lund Cornish, the Windsor backup goalie.
Michigan now leads Windsor 29 shots to 7 shots, so it's been a pure domination offensively here. Michigan's been sitting in Windsor's zone the entire game, and they've also just been getting plenty of shots onto the goalies, and that's why they're leading 6-1 in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just been constant pressure no matter what, and as we say that, more pressure here from the Wolverines in the offensive zone as Karanen plays a shot off the backboards. As we see, that'll be frozen against the cage by Lund Cornish as he's kind of looking to get a face-off, and he will get one as it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Wolverines. But yeah, like you were saying, Jake, just more of the same from the Wolverines. Just keeping the course, even though they let up a goal, maybe a little bit fluky, just kind of an odd breakaway with a nice finish there from Cone. But it's just been more of the same as Marcus Stoppa will take the draw for the Wolverines as he's battling for it. It comes out to Steve Holtz as he will just try to play that in, and Keenan Draper picks up the puck. He plays it off to Marcus Stoppa. Marcus Stoppa with some nice moves to get around, and wow, nice chest control there from Philip Lapointe as we see Marcus Stoppa more battling for the puck. Just kind of unable to get any real rhythm into that one as Windsor did a nice job of staying quick with that. As Pataki with a great pass there and great save there by West, but it looks like we will have a penalty as I believe that there was Marcus Stoppa coming back on the back check as he collided with
Anthony DeStefano. Yeah, he looks a little shaken up. He's skating on his own power here, but you're right. Marcus Stoppa went in there with a really big check on Stefano, and Stefano went down. So I think it will be another power play opportunity for Windsor, their second of the period and second of the game.
Yeah, and just kind of a silly penalty there. I mean, he was already getting the shot off. I don't really think that Estapa was affecting the play very much. Kind of took a stupid penalty, kind of coming back into the play late and hitting Stefano unnecessarily, but it will give the Wolverines penalty kill another chance as we will see them set up as it will be Granowitz taking the draw for the Wolverines as he's able to win the draw but unable to get it clear as it's battled for as Granowitz as that puck will scurry out to center ice and set back in as Karanen now controls, and he will send that down the ice and take some time off that power play.
We've got about 5:40 left here in the second period, so got a little bit more time, but Michigan is already up 6-1, and they're just trying to get through the second period and the whole game, of course, without injuries and just trying to work their offense and defense, trying to get some schemes going before next Friday night's first matchup against Lindenwood.
Yeah, definitely. Just main thing, staying healthy, because I mean, going down in an exhibition game is just something you never want to see. As Windsor's able to control it in the offensive zone, as they're pulling the goalie, as they want to get Mason Cohn out there. It's interesting to see that with 5 minutes left in the second period, Windsor pulling the goalie. I mean, it is an exhibition game. So.
Call it an exhibition game for a reason. And that's kind of my philosophy. You got Windsor now, pulled goalie, 6-on-5 for Windsor. And they're bringing their goalie back on here. But, probably just trying some things out, seeing if they can apply some offensive pressure. But as we were saying, they've been lacking that offensive pressure this entire game. So part of me also thinks that since they finally had control of the puck in Michigan zone, they try to get that 6-man on the ice to establish any sort of offensive presence whatsoever against a backup goalie in Michigan's West.
Yeah, and as we were speaking, it looks like the Wolverines will take another penalty. So Nolan Moyle got 2 minutes for holding there. So it'll be 5-on-3 for the Lancers as they control it with Whale in the offensive zone. And now Cohn looking to set up a teammate. He gets it back, one-timer, just a little bit wide. But just another penalty that the Wolverines didn't need to take is Cohn. He plays it down, snapshot, and a goal there for the Lancers as that is 91. Number 91.
Brady Hines.
Right. As another Mason Cohn there, we said he was their team MVP coming in, and he sets up another goal there for the Lancers as they make it 6-2 now, and that will get the Wolverines off the hook for one of the penalties as Moyle remains in the box for another minute 40, unfortunately for the Wolverines.
The Lancers need to score. They had a 5-on-3 opportunity. They're trying to make it 6-on-3 even, and they did finally get that score. Michigan, of course, is being a little undisciplined with getting 2 guys in the penalty box. So that's on them. They got to learn, of course, if you got 1 guy in there, you can't put a second in there. So, they pay the price. It is 6-2 now, but still a 4-goal lead, and we just got to see some more defensive effort by Michigan. Got to say a little more discipline in the second period here.
Yeah, and for a young team, I mean, that discipline, instilling that discipline early is going to be important because, I mean, you can't be taking silly penalties, especially when you're already up. You're up 5 goals. You can't be making it a 5-on-3 and then giving Windsor an avenue back into this game. And even that, the second penalty was by Nolan Moyle, a senior captain. So, it's not something you really want to see out of out of the Wolverines. But as Windsor will control it down in the offensive zone, there's a shot saved by West as they try to play it out in front. Played back out to the point for McNamara as Holmes controls it on the right point as he skates by down to the goal line as jammed out in front, but nice save by West, and the Wolverines will be able to get a change as Truscott sent that down the ice. And we will get a whistle, and I believe we're going to get offsides here.
Yeah, Windsor got a little too happy there. They realized that Michigan only has 44 seconds left on their penalty, so they were trying to establish some sort of offense while the entire Michigan team was trying to change, and unfortunately got a little too quick and went right over the line before the puck could get there, and that was established an offside. So Michigan gets a chance to reset here as we got 44 seconds left on Michigan's penalty, 3:44 left in the second period.
Yeah, as we'll see a draw between Cohen and Estapa just outside the Wolverine zone, as that is controlled by the Wolverines, and they send it down the ice as the second stick away on the power play, or on the penalty to Moyle, as now Mason Cohn will pick it up for the Lancers and bring it across center ice, passes it off to Hinz as he sends one out in front, unable to find anybody, but Lancers still control, passed right out in front. Oh, how did that one not go in?
I have no idea. That was a wide open chance for Windsor. Completely whiffed on the chance, but he had a wide open net. Somehow stays 6-2.
Yeah, Stefano played that right across the crease to Hinz, and it was a bit of a tight angle, but it looked like the net was just bulging open for him. So it was just a missed opportunity there for the Lancers as the Wolverines get a little lucky as they're now off the penalty. So that's 5-on-5 action as we see an offsides there as Jake Harrinan tried to bring in a deflected TJ Hughes pass, but unable to keep it in. So it'll come out for a zone or for a face-off just outside the Lancer zone.
As we were saying, we didn't really see many of these situations in the first period for Michigan in general, with penalties, but also even just things like offside. So just got to be a little, I know they're up by 4 goals, but they just have to stay disciplined, stick to their hockey, stick to their Michigan hockey, and continue to play, a really fluid game like they've been playing so far through almost 2 periods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's one of those things that the Wolverines are going to have to figure out is closing out games. As we see a chance right out in front for Ciccolini is a nice save there. Nice save there by the Windsor keeper, Lund Cornish. So you see another shot go wide as TJ Hughes picks up the puck, and he's unable to corral it as Windsor plays it out to center ice as Feder will just knock it down as we see,
massive hit.
That's just an undisciplined penalty there from the young guy, Johnny Druskins, as he just kind of sent Feder there just straight into the boards from behind.
That was not a good play there by Johnny Druskins. Windsor player, can't remember who it was exactly, was kind of standing near his own bench, and Johnny Druskins came in right from behind him, tried to hit him right into his own player's bench, and completely gave him whiplash. So he's definitely going to be in the box for at least 2 minutes, could be 5.
Yeah, we'll get the official announcement. Yeah, as they will go to review, and with the first one being a 5-minute major game misconduct, I don't really see how this one isn't, unfortunately, for the Wolverines.
No, that was a really violent play there by Johnny Druskins. Again, as you said, completely undisciplined, not necessary. It's only a minute 59 here left in the second period, and with Windsor not really generating much offense all game, just trying to clear the zone, that kind of hit was just not what you want to see on this team from Brandon Naruto or from any of the fans even here in Yost Ice Arena.
No, I mean, it's just something that just doesn't need to happen. I mean, it's not like he was. It wasn't like it wasn't even in the defensive zone for the Wolverines. It was just kind of out near center ice. Maybe looked like Feder was going for a change or something like that. But Druskins just kind of gave him a cross check in the back, and we'll see what what the referees decide the punishment will be. They're giving the rundown to Brendan Naruto on the bench, and they will give the rundown to the Windsor bench as well. So we shall see what they determine. But yeah, just an undisciplined second period for the Wolverines here. Just taking too many penalties.
2 minutes they give him. So it's a minor, not a major, which is kind of interesting to me because we saw the major penalty on the Windsor player in the first period, and you would have had to assume that looked even a little worse, in my opinion, of a penalty. But they gave him 2 minutes, so it'll just be for the rest of the second period here as we have 1:59 in the second period for Johnny Druskinis, and Windsor will be on the power play for the second period.
Yeah. Interesting call there from the referees, but Wolverines will definitely take it as there's a shot there from Whale deflected as Hinge sends one right out in front as Pataki was trying to get on the end of it, but unable to send it on net as the Wolverines will clear it down, and Nolan Moyle will chase it for the Wolverines. He'll get there first, actually, as he controls it in the Wolverines' offensive zone. Tried to play a pass to Kevin Brindley, but that is picked off by Windsor as they will carry it on the power play as we see Mason Cohn take it into the zone. And Stefano, the man who drew the penalty, trying to play it down the boards as Pataki controls it as Cohn looking for an option. He plays it back to the point as Cohn plays it behind his back, to Will, and Hinge with a shot. Good block there by Truscott as another chance there for Stefano as he sends it up and over the crossbar and back out to Will on the point, and he plays it to Stefano out in front to Cohn as it's unable to get anything on the shot as that one Truscott's there again as nice diving play there from Hinz as he keeps the puck in the zone as Granowitz as from Cohn out to Whale and he misses the shot as we have about 35 seconds left here in this power play and in the second period, and that shot goes off the boards and will give Michigan a much-needed line change, and that will take us down under 20 seconds as Windsor looks to break it, but errant pass off a skate there. Marcus Stopley able to play the puck. Feder plays it across as it looks like we will just head into this second period and barring a last-second push here from the Lancers.
8 shots on goal there, and that one possession there for Windsor on their own power play. Could not make anything of it, but again, a lot more aggressive. Michigan couldn't really find the puck to try to clear it, and they're lucky that they can get out of this second period up 6-2 and not making it 6-3.
Yeah, and I mean, that'll do it for the second period, but Jake, what were your thoughts on that second period for the Wolverines?
Yeah, a little bit more undisciplined for the Wolverines. That first period, they had no penalties. There were really any offsides, any icing calls whatsoever. Everything was pretty much going against Windsor. In the second period, Windsor comes back, gets 2 goals, a few more penalties, including, I think 3 penalties, including 1 power play goal for Windsor. So I think going in here, Brandon Naruto needs to tell his team, guys, I know it's an exhibition game. I know we were up 6-2, but you need to stay disciplined, right? Going into this game does not count. Luckily for both teams, you get to figure a lot of things out, getting a lot of different lines in there. And so I think you just need to stay disciplined and stick to Michigan hockey going into this third period and prove to your coach and to everybody in this arena that you can be that top 5 team that we all expect them to be.
Yeah, and I mean, this was something that was a characteristic of Mel Pearson's team last year, was that they took too many penalties, put themselves on the penalty kill too often, and it's unfortunately rearing its ugly head again here in the first game under Brendan Naruto's tutelage. So hope to see better in the third period for the Wolverines. We will step aside for about 10 minutes, and we will be back then for more coverage of your Michigan Wolverine hockey.
Hello and welcome back here at Yost Ice Arena here in Ann Arbor. We have the Michigan Wolverines ice hockey team just about to start the third period against Windsor, up 6-2. I'm with Stevie McGregor, and we're just going to get ready here for the third period. But so far, it's been pure dominance by the Michigan Wolverines here in the exhibition game.
Yeah, I mean, the Wolverines, the only times that they've really looked slightly weak is when they've been like just hemorrhaging opportunities on the power play, which has just been the main problem for them. Is that through that last 15 minutes or so, Windsor was on the power play for about half of it. 15 minutes of the second period, they were on the penalty kill for about half of that time. So it's going to be something that they definitely talked about in the locker room. They're going to look to clean up. And we'll see. We'll see what the Wolverines come out with in this third period of this exhibition game.
You talk about penalties. You know, Windsor in the first period had 5 penalties, where Michigan had 0. They were very disciplined in the first period, Michigan, and it was repeatedly being on power plays, and they were converting these power plays. They were scoring goals. Second period, different story. Michigan had 4 penalties to Windsor's 1. So as you can see, Michigan's up 4-0 after the first period. Now it's 6-2, so Windsor's been able to kind of climb back just a little bit. Not really in striking distance just yet, but just a little bit more undisciplined for the Michigan Wolverines ice hockey team here in the second period, and they're probably going to have to clean that up in the third period to make sure that Brandon Naruto and the coaching staff go home a little happier than they are right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something that they're going to key in on. I mean, just playing 5-on-5 hockey is something we haven't seen a lot of in this game, so they'll definitely be looking to do that more.
Michigan now starts the puck here in the third period as Mackie Skamiskevich takes the puck, passes it to number 95 of Michigan. As Windsor is now trying to fight for the pick, that is Hines against, I want to say, that is Skamiskevich now with the puck. Skamiskevich trying to poke it inside as the Windsor goalie, Lund Cornish, covers the puck, and it'll be a face-off in Windsor zone here.
Yeah, and just a little trip there from Stefano. It's been interesting. I've noticed a lot that not sure if it's something with this fresh ice or something, but a lot of tripping, losing edges, especially earlier in the periods where players are just kind of falling for no reason. It seems like.
You saw this at the beginning of the second period, too. I believe it's just because it's a little slippery right now. They got to kind of hone into it as Michigan wins the face-off. But you're right. It's been a little more slippery, and guys haven't been able to cut their edges as much as Michigan maintains possession here inside the Windsor end. That is Luca Fantilli now with the puck, trying to keep the puck in Windsor's end. Windsor has the puck now, trying to fight off the Michigan defender. A lot of new guys here on the ice for Michigan, as Windsor has the puck now going down the left side of the ice. Pokes it in now to West of Michigan, the new goaltender. And Michigan, Holtz has the puck, passing it to the left-hand side. That is Draper tossing it in there, trying to get a substitution now for Michigan. Seamus Casey now to Granovich, to Rutger McGregor. And Windsor has the puck once again. That's Dorsey. I apologize. Holtz now getting the puck back for Michigan. Try to swerve the defender. As Michigan tries to just get it down to the ice, and it's a little too strong of a pass to Moyle as Windsor's goalie, Lund Cornish, covers it up.
Yeah, and just a misplaced pass there. But, I mean, luckily for the Wolverines, it was on net, so they'll, instead of getting a defensive zone draw, they'll get an offensive zone draw.
Gavin Brindley taking the faceoff from Michigan as he loses the faceoff against the Windsor center. And Brindley gets the puck right back, though, to Seamus Casey on the right-hand side. Dumps it in for the Michigan for Rutger McGregor now, trying to get it outside. He lets it go. And Trisket now back to Brindley. Brindley makes a nice move there, trying to swerve the Windsor defender, but he turns the puck over.
Yeah, good stick there from number 28, Dorsey. And it looks like we're going to get another penalty, as it looks like
Nolan Moyle, the captain of Michigan, second penalty of the game now, going back to the penalty box.
Yeah, and just a mistake that you just don't need. I mean, again, another penalty in the neutral zone. I mean, it's something where, I mean, if the guy's maybe through on that or has like a high danger scoring opportunity, you might be able to take it. But taking a penalty there, it's not just boneheaded play there.
It's just over aggressiveness, in my opinion. They're up 6-2 here, but it's just not necessary. You said in the neutral zone, and now they're giving Windsor another opportunity here to try to cut this lead from 4-3 and make this maybe another game as Windsor has the puck.
Yeah. And like we were talking about it earlier in the game, as we see
Estapa with the puck now. He doesn't have a stick, so he's trying to play footsie with the puck against the Windsor defender with a stick. And although he gets it into Windsor zone, Windsor takes possession. Windsor with a nice shot on goal there. It's number 11, Brady Pataki. Windsor gets the puck back to Stefano of Windsor. Tries to get it right in the middle, and they miss again. That's Hines of Windsor. The nice another shot. There's 3 more shots on goal for Windsor. Taking advantage of the power play. Nothing, of course, goes in the net, but just some more aggressiveness, some more offensive prowess from Windsor that we had not seen in the first period, but we've been seeing recently.
Yeah, and I mean, just giving them that extra skater is really kind of giving them a lifeline back into this game. So it's something that the Wolverines have definitely, or well, I guess hopefully have been trying to key in on, and so far to no avail.
Michigan's first line back on the ice, Adam Fantilli with Samoskevich, Holtz, Trisket. And there's a nice break opportunity. Adam Fantilli all alone, one-on-one with the goalie, and he misses. Samoskevich tries to get the cleanup act, and he misses, but it was a one-on-one opportunity for Maggie Samoskevich. And sorry, I apologize, Adam Fantilli, and he comes up just short for the Wolverines.
Yeah, there's great anticipation there from Fantilli, jumping the passing lane from the D-to-D pass. And he got the breakaway, tried to go 5-hole, but Lund Cornish got the stick down, made a nice save there.
Really nice offense opportunity there, especially on the power play, being outnumbered, but just missed the 1-0 opportunity. As Whale of Windsor has the puck now for inside Michigan zone, but they turn it over, and Michigan has the opportunity with full strength now. Pearson takes the puck up the ice. Moyle with the puck now on the right-hand side. Moyle tries to get it into McGregor, but just wide as Windsor gets the puck now. But Moyle gets it right back. That is LaPointe now. Takes to Pearson. Pearson in their own zone. Pearson goes into McGregor now. McGregor with a nice center ice pass, but just wide of number 22, Philip LaPointe of Michigan, and it is an icing, I believe.
Good idea there from McGordy. Tried to send LaPointe in there because he had a step on his defender. Just a little bit too much on the pass. Tried to fit it in there, but unable to do so, and it will lead to another defensive zone draw for the Wolverines.
LaPointe now take the faceoff from Michigan, and he wins the faceoff. So Michigan's trying to gain possession, but Stefano of Windsor gets the puck right back. Back to Cone. Nice center ice pass there, center ice shot, by Evans of Windsor. Misses just wide, but Cone has the opportunity here on the left-hand side of the goal and misses again right off of West's front stick. Pearson now trying to play the point here on defense as Windsor has the puck in Michigan zone. Another shot there by Dobrich of Windsor. Gets blocked. The point gets the puck now back for Michigan.
And another defensive zone turnover there as Druskin's a little sloppy with the puck there as they were trying to break it out of the zone.
McGregor thinks that Druskins is there, and he is not, as Cone thinks he has a goal, but it is not there. West just keeps the puck out of its own net. 6-2 Michigan with 14:27 left. It looked like Cone thought he had the goal. Everyone stopped, and when West looked to his right, the puck was sitting right in front of him, quickly covered it, made sure the puck did not go in the net, and we have a stoppage of play here.
Yeah, it just looked like none of the refs really had a good view of that. And I believe they'll take this to replay review as they are coming to an official announcement here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a look at this because, yeah, it looked like Cone thought he scored, and then the ref started skating over, but nobody really. I mean, and because Cone started skating away with his hands in the air, the thought was that the puck was in the net, the play was over, but then West came out with the puck, so I don't know. We might get a better look at this here on the replay, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to discern whether it got over or not.
He really thought he had the goal. We can't see the puck, and then it comes back out when West moves his leg. So either the puck goes in and West kicked it back out, or it was under West's leg the entire time and he kept it out of the net. Nonetheless, it was a really nice scoring opportunity there, again for Cone, who I believe has both Windsor goals.
Yeah, and just an interesting little tidbit here. We can actually see down into the officials' replay review, and they're taking a
nice hard look at here.
Yeah, nice hard look at it. They've got some angles from behind the net that they're trying to see, because it didn't seem like they were too sure of it either way because it looked like it may have been over, because that puck definitely disappeared for a few seconds behind West, but I'm not really sure if that actually got in or not. But
this is fascinating to me. I mean, I've never been able to look into a replay before, and we really do have direct eyes on the refs trying to slow the replay down, seeing if it goes in or not. Now, as you said, the key was Cone put his hands up thinking he had the goal while the ref was skating in. So he believed he had a goal, and if it is a goal, we'll hear right now the ref will give the call. The ref calls it a no goal. It is still 6-2 Michigan. Again, it was a really close call. They called it a no goal on the ice, so of course you probably have to think that it played some sort of factor into their decision making. Just wasn't enough evidence to see if the puck actually did cross that line or not.
Yeah, because I don't know if they were able to get a good enough view of that. I'm not sure. I mean, you would hope that they were able to get a good enough view with all the cameras they got around, but who knows if they were.
Markostapa now. Nice stick work. Nice shot. And he just misses wide. But that was a really nice trying to get away from the defender. As it goes now to Seamus Casey. Seamus Casey with the wide open. And it is a goal! Seamus Casey, the freshman, gets in the scoring column for Michigan.
Yeah.
7-2.
Yeah, great goal there from Seamus Casey. I mean, he's a defenseman, but the stick work there was beautiful. He was able to go inside, front hand to backhand, and send that up into the top corner. There's a nice pass there from TJ Hughes as he goes, front hand to backhand, gets the goalie stretched out, and just sends it right under the crossbar.
Lund Cornish made a really nice save against Markostapa. 2 saves, actually, but, Michigan maintained possession, gave to Seamus Casey, their freshman, and he went in from right to left. As you said, front hand, backhand, just right around the goalie. Nothing you can do if you're Lund Cornish.
Yeah, I mean, when you got defensemen making plays like that, I mean, it just reminds you of a certain Michigan defenseman that's not playing tonight, but that was eerily similar to plays that Luke Hughes made on the regular last season.
Scoring opportunity there for Ciccolini. Just went wide of him as Michigan maintains possession. That's Holtz now, the top of Windsor zone. Nice trying to get in there, Gavin Brindley for Michigan, but gives it up to Windsor as Windsor's trying to get out of their own zone. But Michigan is staying aggressive on defense, trying to keep the puck in Windsor zone. But Windsor is successful. That is Whale now. Whale brings into Michigan zone, but he's met by 3 Michigan defenders. Nice poke check there by Brindley. Brindley now has a one-on-one opportunity with the goalie. Tries to pass it 2-on-1 now, and he missed. There was a wide open opportunity there for number 21 of Michigan, Jackson Halem, and he missed the shot to make it 8-2. It's still 7-2 now with 13:07 in the third period.
Yeah, Gavin Brindley. It was a 2-on-nothing. Or 2 on the goalie, I guess. And Gavin Brindley kind of slowed down a little bit, and it looks like we'll have a penalty here.
And a Michigan injury, I want to say. It's number 4, Gavin Brindley. He looks fine. He just got up, but he looked a little shaken up there. As we said, it's an exhibition game. You cannot have this game have any injuries. It looks like he got poked in the face or something. He's checking his face if there's any blood on there. Yeah, but he's going to stay in the game, and he'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, just kind of a blindside hit there from Dobrich. He'll go to the box. Just kind of an unnecessary hit. Brindley didn't even have the puck, so, I mean, it's not something you really want to see. I mean, we liked the intensity and the physicality earlier in the game. That's kind of bled over into some some unnecessary penalties for both teams, it seems.
Burnley looks fine, though, luckily for Michigan, is just trying to get away from this game without any injuries. Sam Miskevich now maintains the puck, the top right hand of the Windsor area. Michigan now has the puck. It got cleared, but they have the puck right back. Sam Miskevich is trying to bring it back in the zone. That is Fantilli, Adam Fantilli, with a really nice backhand shot. Looking like it was a pass, but he goes right at the goalie, right to the goalie with a nice stop there. But it was another scoring opportunity there for Adam Fantilli.
Yeah, just more great work from this Michigan power play. It's looked like a well-oiled machine. I mean, definitely had a lot of time to to iron out the kinks, rather, so far in this game with the amount of time they've been out there. But definitely starting to look a lot better and look very good.
Fantilli loses the face-off against Windsor as Windsor is able to clear the puck all the way down to Michigan's goalie West. Again, Portillo left the game in the second period. His work was done as Windsor's scoring opportunity and just misses wide. That was Nolan Gardner of Windsor. Nice shot there. Just missed. West had a really nice save there. West's trying to play, some defense. Trisket now has the puck behind the goal of Michigan. Michigan's now moving from our vantage point left to right. They're in their white unis tonight against Windsor's blue. There's a nice block there by West once again. Fantilli has the puck, and he tries to send it back down the ice, but Windsor gets it right back. Nice shot on goal there from outside of the zone. Arseniu by Windsor. And Michigan has the puck once again. That is Trisket behind Michigan's net, just trying to take some time off the clock, so he's working with, as now Trisket decides to take it himself and bring it into Windsor zone. Pass back out to Cone. Cone to Draper. That's Halem, sorry. Scoring shot there for Halem. And just missed himself. That was T.J. Hughes on the pass. A little wide. T.J. Hughes to Seamus Casey now. Back to Hughes. Hughes is trying to decide what he wants to do. Gets it back to Seamus Casey. At the top of the zone. Top of the zone. Nice shot there by Seamus Casey. Just wide once again. Halem maintains possession, though, for Michigan. Pass it to Ciccolini. Ciccolini with the wrist shot. And it goes off the top right pad. Michigan maintains possession, though. Seamus Casey now. Ciccolini. Ciccolini is trying to fight with the Windsor defender. And they still maintain possession. Another shot on goal there by Seamus Casey. And it is stopped.
Yeah, and just more good offensive zone pressure there. Just unable to string some nice passing together, but just unable to really find any finishes there for the Wolverines.
7-2 Michigan. 10:47 here left in the third period. Michigan is out shooting Windsor 40 shots to 16 here in the game up to this point. It's been mostly a domination on the offensive front by Michigan, pretty much spending most of their time in Windsor zone. But as we've said, Windsor's had some opportunities here and there too, as they have still scored 2 goals, as Windsor's trying to clear. Now, Windsor spent a lot of time in the penalty box as well, which has not helped their case tonight, as Windsor is at full strength now, so that will be an icing on Windsor, and we'll be back in Windsor zone for the faceoff.
Yeah, and just these last 10 minutes or so, just kind of what I'm looking for the Wolverines is that I want to see them stay out of the penalty box. That's my main thing. I just don't want to see any silly penalties. Just kind of see this game out, even though it is an exhibition game. It doesn't quite matter. See it out.
Backhand shot there by LaPointe. Blocked as Pearson's now trying to chase it into Michigan zone. Pearson finds Moyle. Moyle goes with the right-hand side into Windsor zone once again. LaPointe now. LaPointe tries to pass it into Moyle. And there's some fighting now going on. Puck is flying around behind the net. And Windsor maintains possession just to clear it again. But there's actually there was a Windsor player ready to take the puck, but he was offsides and he lets it go for Michigan to maintain possession. Pearson now brings it back up the ice. Takes it right into the center. 4 defenders there. Pass it back out to Moyle. Moyle swings it around to the left side to Holtz. Holtz gets it deflected. And Windsor has the puck now. Windsor's back in the middle of Michigan zone. Shaw of Windsor has the puck now on the left-hand side of Michigan zone, and it gets poked right back out. Chudley of Windsor swings it around, and it gets dropped back into Michigan zone. Shaw versus Holt. Who's going to get the puck now? And Holtz wins it for Michigan. Brindley now of Michigan has the puck. Bringing it up the left-hand side. Back to Holt to the right-hand side. Holtz dumps it back in.
Yeah, and just not really either team been able to establish a footing really in these last couple minutes. It's kind of been puck in the neutral zone, trying to get it down. Windsor, a couple icing calls for Windsor. So we'll see if the Wolverines can kind of reestablish that stranglehold they've had on the game for so long. But just looking to see this game out if you're the Wolverines right now.
Michigan wins a faceoff in Windsor's zone. Triscutt has the puck now. Nice move, getting around the Windsor defender on the left-hand side. Shot right there for Samoskevich, and he misses wide. Holtz now has the puck, and he whiffs. He's going up against two defenders. Loses his stick, but still in there for defense. Triscutt makes a nice defensive play there. Tries it getting... Oh, there's a tripping penalty. I guess they didn't call the tripping there. Looked like Dylan Duke got tripped. Puck now behind Michigan's net. As Lewis has it for Windsor. Dumps it to his own guy behind the Michigan net. And Dylan Duke tries to clear it to Samoskevich. Samoskevich has a one-on-one opportunity now, trying to get around the Windsor defender and cannot. Falls down, gives the puck right back to Windsor. Windsor now has a flying saucer pass, but gives it right to Dreskins of Michigan, and Michigan has the puck once again and dumps it right back to Windsor.
Yeah, and just more kind of back and forth play. Just kind of see the energy dying down in this game a little bit as both teams are kind of still just getting their legs underneath them since it's early in the year. So nice breakout play there.
Ciccolini was blocked to try to get the puck. It was a nice defensive play there by Windsor. It's 7-2 Michigan. 7:47 left in the third period. Just trying to close this game out as TJ Hughes, the brother of Luke Hughes, has the puck. Passes it cross ice to Dreskins, and Dreskins misses his own guy, and it gets dumped into Windsor's zone. TJ Hughes is fighting for the puck now. Ciccolini cannot find it. It's right behind him as Windsor has the puck. Gets it to his own guy, Stefano. And shot on goal there, but misses for Windsor. TJ Hughes, more stick fighting against Mason Cone, the captain of Windsor. It's a nice game today. Whale passes it to McMillan. TJ Hughes has it back for Michigan. Dumps it to a Michigan player and cannot get the puck as it gets dumped back into Michigan zone, and they will call an icing on Windsor. We will have a face-off in Windsor's zone once again with 6:59 left in the third period.
Yeah, and just looking to see if the Wolverines can generate any more scoring chances. Hasn't really been much in this game these last 5 minutes or so. But, I mean, that's fine with the Wolverines, with the score being what it is. And, I mean, they're probably more than happy to just kind of see this out and have an uneventful end to this quite eventful game since we have...
It has been a quite eventful game. A lot of scoring. 7-2, 9 goals scored in this game combined between the two teams as Holtz, another shot on goal, glove save there by Lund Cornish, the goalie for Windsor. So we got 6:51 left here. As you were saying, maybe we have an uneventful ending. Maybe we have a more eventful ending. Who knows? It's safe to say Michigan has established their lead pretty well here. Just trying to get out of here scot-free. Not trying to get any injuries. Maybe score one more goal for the flashiness and for the stat pads. But overall, it's been a very dominant game for Michigan so far.
Yeah. I mean, Michigan came in knowing that they were the better team. And, I mean, so far they've proved it. I will say Mason Cone for Windsor has looked very good, very dangerous when he's had the puck. He's generated most of Windsor's offense, so got to give credit where credit's due to the Lancers. But other than that, really the Wolverines have just kind of looked more lively on the puck. Just kind of all around have just played a better game. So and this kind of really left their impression on the game early, and that really just they're kind of been coasting off that, and it's just been nothing but good stuff here for the Wolverines.
No, I have been expecting Holden Whale to have a better game than he has for Windsor. Last year, he was the second on his team in points and assists, only trailing Cone and so far he's been left scoreless and hasn't really been making as much of an impact. And whether that's Michigan's defense or his lack of offense, it's probably a little bit of both. But so far, I think not having Windsor's key contributors really, tearing up the stat lines really hurt them in today's matchup.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's definitely good for a good sign for Michigan's defense to be able to keep a great player like Whale off the score sheet so far, and unfortunately not able to keep their best player off the score sheet. But I mean, the Wolverines have definitely looked solid defensively, barring those penalties, unfortunately.
Shaw for Windsor tried to go 5-on-1 by himself and came up empty as Marcus Stoppa has the puck now, but just misses his guy. As Moyle. As Estapa is now fighting for the puck behind Windsor's goal with a few Windsor defenders. It's in there with Keenan Draper. As Michigan wins it and Holtz gets the puck on the top of Windsor's zone. Quick shot there. A little bit of deflection. No one can find it. As Windsor finally finds the puck and clears it. That was Luca Fantilli with a really nice wrist shot, and there was a few deflections there, and it appeared that Lund Cornish, the goalie of Windsor, could not find the puck, but ultimately the Windsor defender found the puck and cleared it for Windsor, as it will be another icing call, and we will get back another face-off here in Windsor's zone.
Yeah, Lund Cornish was sprawling out for that puck, trying to freeze it after he spilled the rebound, but luckily his defenders were there to help him clean up.
Trisket now sends it inside to Gavin Brindley. Back towards the middle, but it gets deflected, trying to get to Moyle. But Trisket with a wrist shot, with a slap shot, and it gets deflected out of play, hitting the net behind the goal, and we will have another face-off.
Yeah, and just like to see some more of this good passing from the Wolverines. I mean, it's definitely been crisp so far today. The ideas have definitely been there. You can see what they're going for with a lot of these tic-tac-toe passes. And I think as these players continue to build that chemistry, just a lot of new faces mixing in with older guys, I think we'll see more of those plays kind of coming off and just kind of hope to develop that chemistry even more.
Seamus Casey to Trisket now with another slap shot. Went high. Moyle is fighting for the puck again. Rutger McGrady is in there as well. As Windsor gets the puck for the time being. Gets tipped around, and it looks as if Michigan will have the possession of the puck in their own zone. Trisket now to Casey. Casey with the puck. Casey trying to get it to Moyle. Moyle to Rutger McGrady. Get it back to Moyle. Moyle's on the ground, but he somehow gets it to Brindley. Brindley to Seamus Casey now at the top of Windsor zone. To Adam Fantilli with the wrist shot, and it gets deflected. But Trisket still has the puck. Trisket trying to get back into Adam Fantilli with another wrist shot, and he misses again.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll have a penalty for tripping as Nolan Moyle, as he was carrying that puck into the zone. It looks like he got tripped, but was able to keep the play alive, which is really impressive. But it looks like the Wolverines will go on the power play once again.
Michigan there on that power play. Try to get Adam Fantilli in there by pulling their goalie, as you said, with the advantage. Had a few opportunities there, just couldn't make anything happen, but they will have the power play here. We have 4:52 left here in the third period. Michigan up 7-2 with number 55 of Windsor, Will Ennis, in the penalty box. Michigan wins the faceoff. Samoskevich has the puck to Trisket. Trisket now to Adam Fantilli. Fantilli trying to get around to Duke. Duke back to Samoskevich. Samoskevich, though, loses the puck, and it is Mason Cohn now one-on-one, trying to get around Trisket, and the puck almost trickles into the net, but just wide as Fantilli finds it, and Michigan brings it back up the ice. To Adam Fantilli, and he just had Dylan Duke wide. Wide open net, just missed him. Samoskevich, though, tries to keep it in, but not for long, as Windsor clears it. Back down to West, Michigan's goalie, and Trisket will take the puck from behind the net. We have 4:10 left here in the third period. Michigan up 5 goals.
Yeah, and the Wolverines there, with a great opportunity, but it looked like Fantilli had to play like a little saucer pass that unfortunately was not able to find the stick.
Trisket now to McGrady. Adam Fantilli with another shot. It goes off the glove of Windsor's goalie. Lund Cornish. And it's a whistle, and we'll have another face-off once Michigan has a few substitutions going on.
Yeah, looking to get that second power play unit in, get them some run, as we haven't seen them as much because the first power play unit has been so deadly so far, so it's been kind of easy for Brendan Naruto to just roll with that first unit.
Seamus Casey now with the puck to Cochellini. Brindley with the shot. And Seamus Casey gets the puck right back as it gets deflected. Cochellini now. Or it's Ciccolini, I apologize. Seamus Casey now with the puck.
Yeah.
To TJ Hughes, but it gets deflected. And Holmes of Windsor is puck fighting and gets the puck for Windsor. With another shot on goal there for Windsor. It goes wide. Whale keeps it in for Windsor, but not for long as West maintains the puck. And Seamus Casey will take the puck out for Michigan with 3:06 here in the third period.
Yeah, and that was a great play there by Holmes as he was being hounded by two defenders, but able to find a guy in a shooting area, but unable to find the net.
Brindley now, TJ Hughes. TJ Hughes completely misses it, does not see where the puck is until the Windsor defender has the puck. Ciccolini, though, nice poke check as TJ Hughes maintains possession to Brindley. Brindley whiffs, though, trying to get it out of the zone of Michigan.
Yeah.
And Windsor dumps it right back in as a few substitutions occur. A little bit of, I don't know, the Michigan players don't really seem to know where the puck is at all times. Appears because TJ Holmes is trying to pass to Ciccolini, who's trying to substitute.
Yeah, and just a few of those concentration things where they're looking up, trying to find that next pass, then just lose track of the puck on their stick, and leads to some unfortunate unforced turnovers.
Windsor now back at full strength as Kiernan of Michigan gets it to Estapa, to Druskins, to Grunich, right in front. Estapa with the shot, and he just misses.
Yeah, that was a great save with the stick by Lund Cornish.
Estapa with another shot, and he misses again, and there's a puck fighting, and Windsor just gets it out of the goal area. But then they keep it. There's still possession going on. I think the players thought play had stopped. Granowicz tried to get the deflection, but Estapa had two chances right there. Came right in the middle of Windsor's defensive zone, one-on-one with the goalie, and just missed.
Yeah, and Lund Cornish had just no idea where that puck was. He lost it, and it was just kind of sitting at the top of his crease. He was scrambling around looking for it, and Estapa just couldn't find the finish. Just couldn't find the puck on his stick, unfortunately.
Windsor has the puck now for the time being, but gives it right back to Michigan. They try to clear it. Michigan's doing a little bit of aggressive defense here. Holtz tried to get it. Back to Windsor. Windsor's going up the ice. Going on the left side of the ice. Back toward the middle. But there was some nice poking there by Estapa, and Michigan gets the puck right back. Michigan has the puck now right side of the ice going up to Granowicz. To Estapa. Granowicz is wide open for Granowicz, and he scores! Granowicz for Michigan! 8-2 with 1:09 left in the third period.
Yeah, that was a great goal. Just held on to the puck perfectly. I believe that was Marcus Estapa on the assist as he just kind of held, and then let Nick Granowicz get open, and Nick Granowicz with a nice forehand to backhand move, opening up that 5-hole and just sliding it right in.
Fantastic puck work there by Granowicz. As you said, he had the wide open, like he had the one-on-one opportunity with the goalie, but he still had to make the forehand backhand move, go through the 5-hole, gets the goal for Michigan. Nice stat padding goal there. Again, they're up 8-2 now with 1 minute left in the third period. Game's all but over as Seamus Casey has the puck for Michigan, but that was a really nice goal and probably a huge confidence booster as he goes into the season. Seamus Casey with another try, and there's some fighting right in between the goal, but it looks and appears that Lund Cornish of Windsor just gets the stop as Michigan try to get its 9th goal of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, just great to see this aggression continuing from the Wolverines just throughout the entirety of the game. I mean, there's 52 seconds left in this game, and they're still fighting for these pucks down deep in the offensive end. looks like everybody's trying to get themselves on the score sheet today.
Dylan Duke wins the faceoff on the right-hand side of the ice for Michigan. Moyle tries to get it, and Duke gets it right back. Duke passes it out on the left-hand side now to Seamus Casey on the right-hand side. Center ice pass to nobody. So they're just trying to waste some time. There's 33 seconds left now. Windsor maintains possession now in their own zone. Going from right to left. See if they can make anything happen here with 25 seconds left. Cone. Mason Cone, the captain of Windsor, gets the puck. He's met with strong defense, though. Tries to get it across, and Michigan has some nice defense. Nolan Moyle, their own captain, tries to take it down for one last shot. Left side of the ice, and he trips and falls, and that will all but do it here in Yost Ice Arena. Michigan 8, Windsor 2, as the Wolverines take the exhibition game, and they move on to Lindenwood next Friday and Saturday night for their first 2 regular season matchups of the year.
Yeah, great showing here for the Wolverines. It'll show on the score sheet, show on the stat sheet. They were the better team from the puck drop to the final whistle. Look at the 49 shots to 19 for Windsor. Look at the 8 goals to 2. Just many positive takeaways from this game. But nonetheless, still a few things they probably want to clean up. A couple of concentration errors, I would say, from some of the youngsters, just kind of losing track of the puck. And then just some silly penalties. It's just some stuff that you can't really have. It's fine when you're playing Windsor, but when you're playing those top teams and when the games really matter, can't be having them. But still, great win for Michigan. Great way to start the season and get back into Yost.
As we were saying, Luke Hughes wasn't in this game today. Probably their main focal point on their team. Nazer, not in this game either today. So, of course, take it with a grain of salt. They scored 8 goals without arguably their best player on the ice. So, I believe that this team can get just any better. You have 12 freshmen, all of whom played today, some of whom even got a goal in there. Guys, we are saying their name 24/7 on this broadcast. So, all in all, it was a great team effort. I think Brandon Newell was very happy, but as you said, got to clean up the penalties, got to clean up the offsides. You just have to be more disciplined, right? You're playing a team like Windsor right now, but what happens when you're playing teams like Minnesota, Ohio State, Penn State? You have to clean these penalties up, and of course, it's early, and they have time to do it, and now they have some game time under their belt, some film to go back and watch, and they should be better by next Friday night against Lindenwood.
Yeah, and it's just going to be improving throughout the season. With this many young guys, the improvement will happen if they're doing it right. The improvement will happen quickly, so just be a great way for the Wolverines to start their season, and a great way for WCBN to start its coverage of the hockey season.
Well, thank you all for listening. You've been listening to a presentation on WCBN Sports of Michigan Hockey against Windsor. For Stevie McGregor, I'm Jake Singer. As always, good night and go blue.